Sagittarius, what is up, y'all? How you doing? It is now time for your extended reading for March 2023. For those of you who would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading, that information is in the description of this video. There's also a couple more things in the description I want to talk about real quick before we get started. In case you haven't heard, I released a new tarot card reading course. That's only $11.11. That's in the description of the video as well. Also, since we are moving, we're leaving Vegas next month. We've been going through and decluttering our house. So I started like a little online yard sale on eBay where I'm just putting random shit on there. But one of the things that I'm putting on there is every old tarot deck that I have accumulated during our 3 years living here in Vegas. So I'm keeping a little handful of them here on the table. The rest of them are going on eBay for like 20 bucks a piece or something like that. Whatever doesn't sell, I'm just throwing them away. They're not all on there yet though. So a bunch of them have sold already. So if you don't see very many of them on there, just keep an eye on it. We still got like 30 or 40 more of them to put on there. So check that out if you're interested. If not, well, then don't. All right, let's jump into this. Let's see what we got for the current person. Current person who is currently a part of Sagittarius's life. If you are not experiencing any problems or issues with your current person, this is not for you. If you are not experiencing any issues with your current person, you shouldn't even be watching me. All right, let's see what we got. What's the deal? What's going wrong? What's the problem? What's the issue? Five of Wands. Boy, y'all just don't see eye to eye, do you? Man, how many stick swinging matches y'all have every day? Conflict, button heads, not seeing eye to eye, arguments. Could be another fire sign for some of you. King of Swords reversed. Oh, yeah. A lot of bitterness and anger here. However, there is... Wow, this is weird. What the fuck? Okay. Wow. I don't think I've ever seen this come through before. This is a first. Okay. So y'all are definitely in love. Definitely in love. Y'all just ain't showing it. You're just not showing it to each other. Not really. Either you're not showing it or y'all just don't speak the same love language. That's weird. I've never seen that come through like that before, ever. Queen of Swords, King of Swords reversed, Ace of Cups. So y'all are both like madly in love with each other. You are. You just ain't showing it. If anything, all y'all do is fight. Could be a Leo for some of you. I don't. Oh, so let's cut straight to the point. No, I don't see either of you abandoning this. I don't. For some of you, it could be on and off though. Like maybe y'all have split up and got back together at some point, possibly. Ooh, this is a battle of control. Sagittarius. Battle of control. Okay. I think both of you more than likely are trying too hard to be the ones that control everything. And it feels kind of to me like y'all are mirroring each other. And because of this, look, y'all are mirroring each other. And mirroring each other can sometimes be destructive. Okay, so I have Aries and Leo here. Okay. Well, let's see their energy. What their intentions look like, how they feel about you, what kind of person they are, all that good stuff. Current person Sagittarius is dealing with, what does their energy look like? What kind of person are they? They're very immature. Okay. Very immature. So that's where the slope gets kind of slippery, because just because you're immature and naive does not mean that you are a bad person. And sometimes that's what's so frustrating, is you can see the good person inside. You see their intentions. You see the light in there. You know what they're capable of. You know that they have a good human being buried way deep down in there. They're just too damn immature. So especially if you're dealing with somebody much younger than you. Especially. I know that's not everybody, but I know it's at least one of you dealing with somebody much younger than you. Ah, see? Page of Wands and the Page of Cups, though. So for those of you wondering whether or not they are talking to other people, no, they are not. They are not. No, this person's in love with you. I just feel like they're extremely fucking immature. They don't know how to communicate with you either. They have no clue. So they're contemplating whether or not they should move on from this. They're contemplating. They're in love with you, though. They're definitely in love with you. That's for sure. Maybe they just don't know how to show it. Maybe they're just emotionally immature. Strength card again could be a Leo for some of you. Okay. All right. We're going in circles here. I just feel like a lot of you are just dealing with somebody who is just either if this person isn't a lot younger than you, they're just very immature. If I had to guess their age by looking at that spread I just pulled, I would guess that looks like the spread of about an 18-year-old kid. And I know, they probably aren't, but still, that's the way the energy looks, you know? Okay, well, let's see the outcome for March then. Let's see. What's the outcome for March? Okay. Again, I don't see anybody abandoning this. I do not. Okay. Now I see you all trying to work this out. But again, y'all are trying to work it out, and it lasts, I don't know, a couple weeks, and then shang-a-ling-a-bing bang, right back to it again. But I don't see this ending. I just see this cycle looping around on repeat. Yeah. I see this cycle looping around on repeat. Okay. Let's get the advice then. What's the best solution for Sagittarius? What's the best advice? Two of Swords reversed. Okay. So we need to make a solid decision. What do you want? And okay, here's what I usually like to say when it comes to something like this. Okay. Again, ask yourself a hypothetical question. If I was able to rub a magic lamp and have Will Smith pop out of it and grant me a wish, or how about Shaquille O'Neal from Kazam? Y'all remember that? Y'all remember Kazam from back in the 90s? If I had a magic genie that could grant me a wish, would I wish for our relationship to work out? If there was a button I could push that would make everything work out perfectly between the two of us, would I even push that button? Just something to ask yourself. If the answer is no, deuces. Later. Time to go. Bye. Now, if the answer is yes, no relationship has ever been successful because one person changed. Does not work that way. Unfortunately, I don't have the time in this video to break down the science behind why that is anti-true, okay? However, it just doesn't work that way. In order for a relationship to be successful, both people involved have to make changes. Both people. And I know there's some of you who didn't even do anything wrong. Doesn't matter. Whenever you start doing inner work and you commit to it, I'm not saying just do a little bit of inner work for a week and then you get tired of it and go back to your comfort zone. I'm talking about committing to doing inner work. This is the new me. I'm working one emotional trigger. Let's work on one emotional trigger. If you dedicate all of 2023 to unwiring one emotional trigger, that makes a frequency change. Maybe a small one, a little slight one, doesn't matter. You have changed frequencies. So the two of you can only come together if you vibrate at the same frequency. Period. Vibration is the primary law. Attraction is the secondary law. You can only attract according to the frequency that you vibrate at. So the two of you came together down here at this frequency. If you start doing inner work, you are changing frequencies. What happens if only one person changes frequencies? You experience a separation by default. So what I like to do, be the bigger person and take the lead. Be the bigger person. So I can't step back with my arms crossed and say, you need to change. You need to work on yourself. You got some issues. Even if you do, you very well may. But I can't stand back there and tell you you need to work on yourself if I ain't going to work on myself. Come on, man. You look like a fucking hypocrite like that. There is no more of an entitled person on this planet than the person who's pointing fingers, telling the other person they have to change and they refuse to work on themselves. You know? Yeah, you got some issues you need to work on. You know what? I'll be the bigger person. I'll go first. I'm doing me. And you're going to sit there and watch me. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm going to be about it. And you're going to sit there and watch me. You're going to observe me evolve into a different person. Just watch. I don't care if you believe me or not. Don't believe me. Matter of fact, I hope you don't. That inspires me even more. That fuels me and pushes me even more. Don't believe me. Watch me. You know what that does? Most of the time, that inspires them to do the same. Yup. Okay. New person. New person. How's the energy looking between Sagittarius and the new person who just showed up? How's it looking? Some of you could have just connected with somebody at the workplace, possibly. Why does this always come up? Why does this always come up? Y'all intimidate people, man. You intimidate them. It's because you always be spitting them damn fireballs, Saggy. Intimidate some people. Ooh, okay. So I see a lot of stalking going on here. A lot of stalking. I think that either you suspect that they are up to no good or they suspect that you're up to no good. I see stalking to try to determine whether or not there's cheating going on. Okay. Looking for red flags. Yeah. I think there's a lot of potential here. But to be 100% honest with you, this is the only positive card here. Queen of Swords and Wands reversed. King of Wands upright. Emperor reversed. Seven of Swords. Let's go ahead and look at this person's intentions. Let's see if this person is up to no good or if you're just paranoid and tripping. Let's see. What's this person's energy look like? How do their intentions look? What kind of person are they? Okay, 5 of Swords. So, well, hold up. Oh, shit. I think your intuition might be right on the money. Yeah. That's why I stopped. I was about to say that this card is like the sister to the 7 of Swords. Very similar. Very similar. Still a sneaky energy. Strength card. Yeah. Okay. This person's keeping their options open. Yeah, they're still in love with the past person and they're keeping their options open. Uh-oh. I don't know if this is somebody. Yeah. I don't know if this is somebody you can trust. I'm sorry. Yeah, this doesn't look too solid to me. It doesn't. It looks to me like they were hurt very badly in the past. They're still in love with their ex, and they're trying to play the field out of heartbreak. They're playing the field, keeping their options open out of heartbreak. The World card. I'm trying to see if they're going to just like fall in love with you and quit doing that shit. So far, it's not coming through. Let's look at the outcome then. Let's look at the outcome. King of Swords reversed. This person trying to play mind games with you. Devil card reversed. Okay. So I'm seeing tension building between the two of you. Yeah, the tension, like this weird suspicion that you have is not going away. It's not going away, and it's triggering your defenses and making you feel very uneasy. Very uneasy. The two of you are not making any progress whatsoever with the Chariot reversed there. Ace of Wands reversed. It doesn't really look like y'all are moving past the talking phase. It doesn't. Page of Pentacles reversed. But I don't see you abandoning this. I don't see anybody being ghosted. You got to get that advice then. What's that advice? Ten of Wands. Death card reversed. 7 of Swords reversed. Okay, I tell you what. Y'all are going to be like probably the 5th sign that I've said this to. So if you're one of those people that watches every reading that I put up for the advice, there's a lot of people that do that. You probably heard me say this already to like 5 signs. The 1 month rule. 1 month rule. Okay. Now, when I say this little 1 month rule, like you got to be all the way on this. Within the first month of you talking to this person consistently, if you are still confused about their feelings, about their intentions, or whether or not you can trust them, it's time to go. To be generous, sometimes I'll stretch that out to 2 months. However, if you're talking to somebody like daily, we're FaceTiming, we're seeing each other every single day, we're texting, we're talking daily, every single day, I don't think there's any reason in the world why it needs to go longer than a month. Not when it's your person, your actual person. The one person out of the 7 to 8 billion human beings walking the face of this earth, that one individual the universe has picked out for you, you will not be confused about whether or not you can trust them. That's the first thing. Anybody, how many of you know somebody who's with their actual life partner? You ever met one of those couples? Not just a couple that's been together for a long ass time, breaking up, getting back together and cheating on each other. That's not what I'm fucking talking about. Those couples are all over the place. I'm talking about those rare, hard to find couples that when you see them, they just belong together, dude. They're made for each other. And it's like the closest thing to that fairy tale love that you could ever imagine seeing in real life. You ever met one of those couples? If you ever meet one of those couples and you ask them to tell you how it was when they first came together, they will always tell you the same thing. I knew immediately that I could trust them. Immediately. Not, I knew they were the one. People ask that question, like, how did you know that they were the one? No. I knew immediately that I could trust them. I didn't know they were the one. I didn't know. I wasn't thinking about that. But I knew that I could trust them immediately. When you're dealing with somebody you can actually trust, you know it. Yes, you do. When you're dealing with somebody you can't trust, you feel that shit. Your nervous system, butterflies in your stomach and weird shaky knees and you heart pounding and all that. That's not a good thing. That's not, you're not supposed to feel that way. That's not a good thing. When you're with your person, it's very relaxed, peaceful, natural. See what I'm saying? So I would give it the 1 month rule if I was you. If after 1-2 months max of y'all talking, if you're laying around still racking your brain trying to figure out whether or not you can trust them, it's time to go. Time to go. Deuces. Later. Later, tater. All right. Advice. Freestyle advice. What advice does Sagittarius need to hear the most? Could be about anything. Love, romance, career, whatever. Friends, family, whatever. The World card. Ooh, okay. Time for y'all to start a new cycle. Time to start a new cycle. One of the leading causes of manifestation failure and failure to like basically failure to make progress in your life is we always sit around and bitch that we want things to change. But then when things go to change, we get so scared and nervous that we run back to our comfort zone and then bitch because nothing's changing. When it's time to start a new cycle, a new chapter, a new level, when it's time to level up, a new level is not going to be anything like anything you have ever experienced before. See, that's the ego that feels uncomfortable. The ego is nothing but a record of past experiences. That's all it is. It's all it is. If you feel comfortable because the ego is familiar with something it experienced in the past. It's time to level up. The next level is not going to be anything like anything you've experienced in the past. So it's going to be weird. It's going to be awkward. It's going to feel strange. a little bit scary, within the boundaries of morality. If you're scared, you're in the right place. Now, again, I'm not saying do anything immoral. I'm not saying that you should be doing things that you know in your soul you shouldn't be doing, like it's morally bad. But anything other than that, like writing a book. Some of y'all may want to write a book and you're scared. Good. You should be fucking scared. Starting a business, investing in a training course to learn how to be an affiliate marketer. You should be fucking scared. You should be. Starting a YouTube channel. You should be scared. You grow when you stay outside of your comfort zone so long that it begins to become comfortable. That's when you grow. The pain and the discomfort that comes with stepping outside of your comfort zone is temporary. Whatever change you need to make, whether it's starting a new diet, whether it's going to the gym, whatever it is, I don't care what change you need to make. The pain of change is temporary, but the pain of repeating the same cycle is permanent. The pain of regret is permanent. You know, they did a study, a hospital study, where they interviewed elderly people laying on their deathbeds and asked them the biggest regrets that they have in their life. And do you know the vast, vast majority of regrets that people have in their life are not for things that they did do. They regret what they didn't do. The chances that they were too afraid to take, the risks that they were too afraid to take. 98% of your regrets at the end of your life will be regretting things that you didn't do. That's what you regret. I heard that and that hit me deep. That hit me so deep in the pit of my soul, man. I'm going to tell you. And I live by that now. I live by that. Yep. Ever since I started walking that path, my life has completely transformed. I would rather try and fail than be laying on my deathbed like, damn, I wonder what would have happened if I would have tried. I don't want to be, that's my worst fear. That's my worst fucking fear, dude. That is my worst fear. See if anything else wants to come through. Page of coins reverse, 3 of cups. Okay, so when it comes to learning lessons, especially spiritual lessons, we can't just talk about the lesson that we learned. See, a lot of people do that. A lot of people, especially on the healing path, they get one step into the healing path and then they kick their feet back and think they're good. They talk about, oh, well, I learned that lesson there. Okay, well, how has your life improved as a result of that lesson that you learned? We don't just want to talk about the lessons that we learn. It's good to learn the lesson. It's good to talk about it. But to fully embody the entire energy transmutation process, we have to take the lesson that we learned and apply it to our life. And we have to do this with such dedication and consistency that it starts producing changes in our life. And we're still not done. Once changes start happening in our life, we take those changes and tie them directly to the experience that taught us the lesson. And then we redefine the meaning of the experience that taught us the lesson. That was meant to happen so that this could happen. That's the healing path. To be thankful for the experience that hurt you. That's healing. And you have the ability to do that with anything that's ever happened to you. Anything. I don't care what it is. Don't care what it is. No matter what hurt you in the past, you have the ability to take that lesson and create something new with it. You have the ability to extract wisdom from that experience and use it to create something new in your life. And then once you do that, then you take the new thing and tie it to the experience. Does that make sense? You redefine the meaning of the experience. You are the only being in all of existence who can assign a meaning to your life experiences. You're the only one that can do that. That's up to you. That is up to you. Guess what happens if you don't bother doing that? It's unfinished business, which turns into karma. That's why there's so many beings on the karmic wheel, because there's so much unfinished business. There's so much unfinished business because we were never taught how to transmute energy. So most people don't even have a clue. They have no idea. Your average person is so energetically ignorant and unaware that they don't have a clue. Something bad happens, it hurts them. They just want to run from it and forget about it. Do drugs, get drunk, black it out so they ain't got to think about it. Go sleep around and chase dopamine hits so that they don't have to think about it. Surround themselves with circles of friends and relationships and bouncing from person to person to person to person to person to distract themselves from this pain. That's not the point of the pain. People ask, why do bad things happen? That's why. Because that's what you're supposed to do with your pain. That's the whole point of the human game. That's the whole point. That's why we're here. You don't come to Earth to have fun. You come to Earth to grow and evolve. And once you learn how to do it, it's fun. All right. Well, I feel like those were the messages that my Sagittarius friends needed to hear. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thanks, y'all, again for tuning in and playing along. I greatly appreciate all of the love, support, and positive feedback y'all show me every single time I get on here and do this. Makes my job worthwhile here on YouTube, y'all. I greatly appreciate you. Don't forget to check the description of this video if you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading or purchase the new tarot course that I just released. And we got a super chat, French Vanilla. Thank you for that. Appreciate you. Anyway, I'm out of here now, y'all. I wish you love, luck, light, and prosperity on your journey. Y'all stay blessed.